Well, another day, another Switch 2 video, right? Well, not exactly. We might actually have something really interesting today because this is coming from an official video game developer, and it seems like they might have just confirmed the first ever official game coming to Nintendo's next generation system, the Switch 2. Alright, so all of this is coming from the developers at Playtonic, and if you don't know Playtonic, these are like the developers who are behind the yooka-laylee games, and there was actually a yooka-laylee game that I think came out back in like 2017. It was on the Nintendo Switch, and I heard some mixed things about it. I think people said the game itself was good, but there were just some performance issues and like frame rate drops and stuff that happened. And so this is actually a pretty decently sized studio as well. Like, I'm pretty sure there's about 100 employees at Playtonic, so we're not talking about like a very small indie studio of like 10 or 20 people who are just talking about this to try to get some more attention because they're mentioning the Switch 2, but it seems like they're actually going to be doing a re-release of that yooka-laylee game on modern consoles now, as it's going to be coming out on like the PS5 and all of that. And so they're doing a re-release of that, which I guess you can kind of talk about your thoughts on if that's kind of worth even doing, because the game isn't really super old, but they are doing that, and it's going to be called yooka-replaylee. And so we've got the trailer here. It was uploaded just earlier today, 9 hours ago. And I mean, if we take a look right here, if I click on it, the video itself does look pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this actually kind of seems like it might even be fun to play now if the performance issues and things are fixed now that people had kind of problems with before. The game does look very colorful. This entire video is uploaded into 4K as well, so the game looks really crispy and nice as well. So, I mean, honestly, this might even be a game that if I get on sale, might be kind of fun to kind of check out. But the reason why everybody's talking about this is if we take a look at the very end here, when they're kind of going to the end of the trailer to showcase what platforms this game is going to be on, that is where it gets really interesting, because right here, we get to the end of the trailer, and now we can see right here, yooka-replaylee, it's going to be on Xbox Series X and S, PS5, PC, but Nintendo. And we can even see here they've got like eyeballs on the Nintendo logo, like they know what they're doing. So obviously, if this was coming out on the Nintendo Switch, they would have just had the Switch logo. It also doesn't make sense to release on the Switch because the original game is on the Switch. This is a re-release now coming to PS5 and Xbox Series X, because I'm pretty sure this was a last-gen game. Like, that makes sense to me now that I'm remembering it, because obviously in 2017, the PS5 and Xbox Series X hadn't come out. So this was a PS4 and Xbox One game that is now being re-released now for the Xbox Series X and PS5. So it wouldn't make sense to release it on the Switch again. So now it's going to be coming for Nintendo's next-gen system, which is why they've got these eyeballs, and now everybody's talking about it because they're pretty much just subtly confirming that this is going to be on Nintendo's next generation system. And it seems like the official Playtonic Twitter account was kind of having some fun with this as well, because it says right here in their tweet, as well as PC, yooka-replaylee will be on PS5, Xbox Series, and Nintendo, with some googly eyes as the emoji. And then it just talks about the trailer right here, so clearly they're having some fun with it. Even more fun if we actually look in the replies here, because they've got all the links here, and then they just put here, it's alarmo, like it's gonna be on the clock. Obviously not true, but it's just having some fun with it, obviously, because everybody's kind of talking about this now because they're teasing it for the Switch 2. And I mean, you can even see here on the trending, yooka-replaylee teases Switch 2 release. So obviously a lot of people are having fun with this. Now, honestly, this kind of reminds me of what happened with the Nintendo Switch, as there was actually games that were confirmed for the Nintendo Switch back when it was still codenamed the NX, and we didn't even see what the Nintendo Switch looked like. So the one that comes to my mind is actually with Sonic, as there was a brand new Sonic game that was scheduled for 2017, and we've actually got the official first teaser video for it right here, where we can see here it's titled Project Sonic 2017 Trailer, and this was posted all the way back in July of 2016. So this was before we even knew anything about the Nintendo Switch, as that was shown off in October of 2016, so a couple of months before then. And we can see right here, if we take a look at this, we've got like kind of just the very first little teaser at what this game was, and this was actually what ended up being Sonic Forces, which I heard was kind of a mixed game with fans. Like, I think some people liked it and some people didn't, but we can see here the teaser from the team that brought you Sonic Colors and Sonic Generations. We've got some cutscenes here of what this game looks like. There's like a bunch of fire and stuff. We've got Sonic right here. They show a little bit of gameplay where we can see kind of Sonic, get ready here, kind of run a little bit. And then it just says, but even heroes need help. And yeah, it's just basically a little teaser video at kind of what this 2017 project was. But the reason why this got so much excitement back then was it says here, join the resistance, holiday 2017, but look at that. PS4, Xbox One, PC, but NX. So this is what happened. They basically confirmed this game was going to be coming to Nintendo's next-gen system, which ended up being the Switch, but this was before we even knew what a Switch was, and they confirmed that the NX was going to get this game. And so that's basically what they're kind of doing here now, so it's pretty funny to see. Alright, so what exactly does this mean? I know some people are going to try to say now that this might mean that the Nintendo Switch 2 reveal is just around the corner and Nintendo's going to show it very soon, but I already told you guys kind of how I feel about this. For me, if Nintendo was going to show off the Switch 2 in 2024, this was the absolute last week, and obviously it didn't happen this week now. I don't think it's going to be announced tomorrow or anything like that, so for me now, I am full on Team 2025. I've lost all faith that this system is going to be shown off in 2024. I think that if it was going to happen September or October, and especially this final week was kind of like the last chance that they had, I don't think that it's going to happen in November. I guess if they really wanted to kind of prove me wrong, they could do it next week, and who knows, maybe it could happen. I would love to be wrong. Obviously I want the system to get shown, but I just feel like it's not going to happen now, and I think we're going to have to wait until 2025. I mean, even in that Sonic video, they confirmed the game was going to be coming to Nintendo NX back in July of 2016, and the system still wasn't announced till 3 months after that, so it's very likely that this doesn't mean that the system is going to be announced very soon, but I think what it does kind of indicate is that some developers are starting to get a little impatient now because Nintendo isn't showing this system. There's honestly probably a lot of amazing third-party games that are known to be coming to Nintendo's next-gen system, but the developers can't really talk about it right now because Nintendo hasn't officially shown off the Switch 2. And I'm sure once Nintendo finally shows off the system, you're gonna see so many developers being like, oh, by the way guys, this game is actually gonna come out on the Switch 2. By the way, this game that was announced like a few months ago, it's gonna come out on the Switch 2 as well. Like, I feel like a lot of developers right now are kind of just waiting for Nintendo to unveil the curtain, and these platonic developers kind of wanted to kind of have a little fun about this and just put some eyeballs around the Nintendo logo basically to tease that the game is coming to Nintendo's next-gen system, because Nintendo is not showing off this system, and they obviously still have these types of announcements like yooka-replaylee and stuff that they want to show, but they do want to confirm it for Nintendo players just in case they might be interested in getting this game on a Nintendo platform, but they can't really do anything right now because Nintendo hasn't shown off the Switch 2. And so I appreciate these developers having a little bit of fun about this, because obviously there is a lot of hype and excitement in the air for Nintendo's next generation system. Everybody's just waiting to see what the Switch 2 is going to look like and what it's going to be like, so it's kind of fun to have a little bit of fun like this by showing and teasing a game for it. And this is kind of history as well, because this is actually the first ever official game now that is confirmed for the Switch 2, because I don't think that there's any other game that they've kind of officially just straight up teased now for Nintendo's next gen system. We've gotten kind of word about developers and other people like talking about games that they might make for the Switch 2, and even about certain games and kind of the interest to bring them to the Switch 2, but this seems like the first one that we have just straight up confirmation that yeah, it's going to be on Nintendo's next gen system. And so yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, definitely be sure to click that like button and also subscribe to the channel, as well as I'm definitely gonna have some more videos talking about the Nintendo Switch 2, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on that. Comment down below, let me know what you guys think about this. How do you guys feel now about yooka-replaylee being the first ever game officially confirmed for Nintendo's next gen system, the Switch 2? Do you think that more developers are gonna start to do this? What do you think about everything? Definitely be sure to comment down below and let me know. But if you don't have anything to say about it, just comment your favorite emoji down below for some engagement. I would really appreciate it. Go follow me on Twitter at Aero so you can be featured in videos, and also join my Discord server as well. We've got a bunch of people in there who are always talking about Pokemon and Smash Bros and Nintendo, so definitely be sure to join that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching.